home of the Reds, and getting to start, Chase Burns. What should we keep an eye on here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at bat.
All right, ready to get underway. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Ripped into right center. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Trey Turner at the plate. The 2-1. And a foul ball. The 2-2. So Trey goes down on strikes. And now here is Harper. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Bleday in position. And there's 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Here comes Schwarber around third. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0. Safely into third, it's an RBI triple. So a runner at third, 2 men out. And now it's Alec Bohm on the ground. Base hit and a run in to score.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
On the ground to third. Long throw to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. This is J.J. Bleday. This one in the air center field. Crawford under it. That is the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, and now for the Phillies, Gabriel Rincones Jr. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. JT Realmuto steps in. And that one a little below the knees. It's 2-2. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Up the middle, De La Cruz. On the run, throw to first, but it's not in time. Base hit. So the Philly batting order turns over, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Two now. There goes the runner. And base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that is foul. 2 on, 1 out. Out towards right center field. McLean settles under it. Takes it in for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Bryce Harper with a star scraper. It's their second home run of the inning. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Marsh. Line drive, could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap.
The new pitcher in the game, Brock Burke.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a
oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. There's a line drive to left field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Here comes Bohm around third. He'll score easily, and it's an 8-run lead. And he'll pull into third with an RBI triple. So 2 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Gabriel Rincones. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Bottom of the inning. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. Wheeler in his 13th season, 35 years old, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. That one drilled left field, way back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. So he goes yard to left. And they're on the board. It's 8-1. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one lifted to left. Marsh, couple of steps in, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first, and they get the out. Tyler Stevenson now at the plate. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
All over that one right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And that is that. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. The 1-1. Almost got him. In the air, right field. And there's one down. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. So back to the top of the order. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber.
That ball is foul.
2 down, nobody on. Now a rip into left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon. Trey Turner with a chance now. Out to short, De La Cruz. Throws to first. Turner is out. And that is the inning. Back here at Great American Ballpark, in now for the Reds, Matt McClain.
Matt McClain.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
One away. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And he'll reach second with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Digging in, Sal Stewart in the dirt. Man at second. Stop. Tosses to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out. Here's the left fielder, J.J. Bleday. The 1-1. Base hit and a run in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
High fly ball out towards left field. Carrying well. And that one becomes property of the beast. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they close the gap. It's 8-4. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Looking to extend the play now. And he'll pull into second safely.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads the double. I mean, you could tell.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jonathan Bolin. And here is Spencer Steer in the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now it's going to be Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here in Cincinnati, start of the 4th, Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
On the ground, right side, over to Lowe. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Ground ball up the middle. Over to Lowe. And the Phillies are set down in order. Ready to go, bottom 4. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Makes a nice sliding catch. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain.
Second baseman, Matt
The Phils leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Elly De La Cruz. Line drive. Makes the sliding grab. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds.
Designated hitter, Sal Stewart.
Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Caleb Ferguson into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 2-1. The other way, and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box.
Lunging, but it gets down.
Up next for Philadelphia.
First and second, no outs. Justin Crawford will hit next. Now he breaks his bat. And there's one away. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. Nice stop. But safe at first despite a terrific stab there. Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. On the ground to the left, De La Cruz. The turn by McLean at second. Over to first, safe. Here comes Bryce Harper. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably
double steal. Ground ball right side. Over to low. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Great American Ballpark. In now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Max Lazar.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. On his toes, pulls it back over the wall.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground might be 2. There's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, top 6, Brandon Mark. They hand the ball over to a new arm, T.J. Antone.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
This one in the air center field, and there's one away. And here comes Alec Boehm. Out to short, De La Cruz. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. This is Bryson Stott. Ball to strike. The pitch. Grounds one to short. De La Cruz. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer.
Spencer Steer.
Here's a 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Phillies leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A solo shot. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. On the ground to third. Boom. Throws on to first. And that is that.
Everybody love a comeback. Gotta love a good comeback. They say pressure bust pipes. So what's the win without a comeback? So what's the win without a
Back here at Great American Ballpark, top of inning number 7, Gabriel Rincones Jr. stands in for the Phillies.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
2-2 now. Up the middle, McClain. To first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. And now it is JT Realmuto. Out to short. De La Cruz. Slings to first and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Justin Crawford, the next to hit.
Ball.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Around first and hustling for second. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Now they get it to first, and it's in time for the out. So, hey, whatever works, I guess. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, Ellie De La Cruz. Left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That one carrying. And that one becomes property of the beast. He'll circle the bases. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. The 1-1. And that one wrapped foul.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. J.J. Bleday now at the plate. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And the plate, Eugenio Suarez.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And there's 2 away. Next for Cincinnati, Nathaniel Lowe.
First baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, ready to begin the 8th. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 up, 1 down. Trey Turner now. Ball to strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
This one in the air, center field. Friedel has a beat on it. And there's 2 away. Here's Harper now.
Throwing the ball well, and they need to score this inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. And now Tyler Stevenson. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
1 down. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Lined into right. And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out. McClain, the next to him. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base hit into the outfield. Runner from 3rd in to score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
He was all over that one. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Brings it in. 2 down. 2 outs, runners at 1st and 2nd. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one becomes property of the beast. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 11-10. So they turn to their closer, Joan Duran.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now here is J.J. Bleday. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Brandon Marsh looking to get the tying run on base. That one the other way. And now maybe extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson. Runner breaks for third. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Runners at the corners here, one away. Gabriel Rincones Jr. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. To the plate, safe. And we are tied. Go ahead run on base. Here comes Real Muto.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Out to center, and that's the third out. Bottom of the ninth inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. Late with the swing there. The next offering misses. 2-2. This one in the air. Takes it in for the out. Nathaniel Lowe, the next to hit for the Reds. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And that one becomes property of the beast. Nathaniel Lowe goes deep.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.